What's up guys, today's video is presented by EA Game Changers. Massive thanks to EA for inviting me to the World Cup capture event. Hey, what up guys, how you doing? It is Lasty here. Welcome today to a FIFA 18 World Cup experiment. This is actually part 2. The first one is over on Bateson's channel. I've been working alongside Bateson for this particular little experiment series. Europe versus South America. We want to see if it's more beneficial to build a European squad on the World Cup mode or the South American. So what you're going to see is squad builder, some gameplay, which is exactly the sort of stuff that you guys are itching to see, right? But what I would recommend is that you go over to Bateson's channel first. Firstly, make sure you subscribe, and 2, check out his first episode because it's like the first leg of our 2-legged series, and then check out his squad builder for the South American squad, because what I've got over here is a European team. Now, if you guys would do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button on the video. Don't forget to subscribe to me, and check out all of the World Cup content going out on different channels across the board. That would be awesome. So I started in goal with Manuel Neuer. Now that's the first little bit of the first little hurdle, you could say, because a load of people would recommend using David De Gea, and De Gea had actually been really good for me, but because it's an experiment, I wanted to experiment with different players. So I've gone with Neuer to see how good he is on the game, and I actually really rated him on the World Cup mode. Now in defence, I've gone for Kyle Walker as my European right back. He is from England, of course, who gets a soft link to Jerome Boateng because all of the European players will link to each other and get full chemistry, of course. So 87 rated Boateng, 75 pace, 86 defending, 84 physical. You just know that the 6'4" man mountain is always rock solid. I use him so often in regular FUT that you just know I was going to use him over here. Now we go for a Spaniard in the 90 rated Sergio Ramos. Really high rated centre back on this game. Loads of pace, good dribbling and passing for a centre back, and then 89 defending, 83 physical. He's 6 foot tall, so not the tallest. However, Boateng's going to help out there. And then earlier on, I showed you that we've got Jordi Alba at left back, 85 rated on the World Cup mode. So now moving into my diamond midfield in the 4-1-2-1-2 second variant, I've gone for N'Golo Kante. Now, just having a little look through the player database and stuff, there didn't seem to be a gigantic option of like loads of different like proper out and out CDMs to use on this game. So I think Kante is really going to come into the fold and be one of the most used players on the World Cup mode. Next up we have Paul Pogba, 86 rated on World Cup mode FUT. Still got the 5-star skills, 4-star weak foot. You know, he's still 6'3" with good dribbling and passing. Physical still there, but that pace, that shooting, maybe not quite, he might not quite perform as well as he does on regular FUT. He's a little bit lower rated. And then of course we have Luka Modric, 89 rated on World Cup FUT, with the 89 dribbling, with the 86 passing. Other than that, his stats are just kind of alright, well rounded across the board, but to me, when I look at them, they don't look like the stats of an 89 rated player. We then move on to Antoine Griezmann, who is 89 rated as well, and he's got some sick stats: 86 pace, 87 dribbling, 85 shooting, and 82 passing. You just know that a player like that can go from cam to centre forward to striker. You can kind of use him a little bit anywhere. So that's where we've placed him today, in the cam spot, so that he can, well, link up to these two pretty good strikers. We've got Romelu Lukaku. Now, I had a couple of options here. Could have gone like Timo Werner or something like that, but I've got the pace and the very powerful striker in Cristiano Ronaldo with the skills and the trickery and stuff. Let's go brute force with Romelu Lukaku, 83 pace, 84 shooting, but the 84 physical as well. You just know that his strength stat is going to be up there, and that's what I was looking for. Maybe my target man for Ronaldo to play off of. And then we have Cristiano Ronaldo, 95 rated striker on the World Cup mode, with 90 pace, 88 dribbling, and 92 shooting. 5-star skills, as we know, and a 4-star weak foot. He completes my European side. Now, you might be able to notice a few of the different players on the bench. I've got like Eriksen, Mertens, De Gea, Mbappe. Mbappe was another striker I could have gone with alongside Ronaldo. So is Lewandowski. But I decided that Romelu was going to be the right man for me today. And then I always had the use of my subs bench in order to, well, you know, I could bring them on throughout the game. So This is Bateson Squad. It is a 4-3-2-1. And the reason behind this, we want to see if it's more beneficial to use Europe or if it's more beneficial to use South America. Because, yeah, you've got that giant in Cristiano Ronaldo in the European squad, and then some pretty good players around him. Some actual, like, real high-level, like, talent. But the front three in a South American team, Neymar, Suarez, Lionel Messi, like, I know that the midfield and defense may not be quite as good as what it is in the European, like, squads, but that front three is just super dangerous. So we wanted to test it out. Now, obviously, Bateson is probably known as a much better FIFA player than I am, but I go 1-0 up in this game, and obviously you'll know the result from the first leg. If you haven't already seen that one, we ended up drawing, I believe, in that game. So it was I can't believe it, because I actually did pretty well, and then all of a sudden I find myself level in the game and stuff, which I don't know, madness to think, but I let it slip towards the end, and it all comes down to the second leg. So it's 1-1 at the moment because, well, Bateson scored basically after I did, and then he ends up going down the line and or cutting inside, getting with Suarez, hitting me with a lovely turn, and putting himself 2-1 up in pretty quick succession. Like, to get both of those goals within just a few FIFA minutes was pretty impressive, and it sort of struck me. I was like, whoa, I don't understand how on earth I'd conceded 2 pretty quick goals. But you know what? I will progress, and I will do my best to get back into this match at my very, very best, and as soon as I possibly can. And that didn't take long, you know. I went for the kickoff goal. Didn't quite work for me, but I got a corner out of it. And big Sergio Ramos, well, 6 foot tall Sergio Ramos, but he's got great jumping, and we know he's good in the air. Rises like a salmon, and absolutely nods that one into the back of the net. Really nice header, and I love the animation of that as well. Now, if I conceded there to like the kick-ups, flick-up from Lionel Messi there, I don't know what I would have done. Might have paused it and rage quit. But then again, you've seen some of the goals that I've been scoring in the World Cup mode so far, and I've been doing my very best to be like a little bit sort of a flair player, do some skill moves, hit some volleys, all of that type of stuff. So maybe it was just receiving some of my own medicine, and it didn't taste good, you know, him trying to hit me with, like, flicks and tricks and all sorts. But then he scores a typical Bateson goal, rubbish goal, not very good at all. Tap-in merchant, basically, is what I'm calling him. But anyway, guys, I push forward. I'm now 3-2 down, but I want to get back into this game. Luka Modric hits him with the heel click, great save from the shot there, and we progress with Timo Werner, who I substituted on for Romelu Lukaku. I thought, you know, let's go all out pace to get back into this game, and it doesn't quite work out for me in that instance. Now, a 1-2 between Aguero and Neymar leads to a Neymar shot, which I feel like maybe he could have cut inside and done a little bit better with that one. And then you can see Aguero lining up for the shot there, but it just goes wide of the post. Shooting's a little bit different, defending's a little bit different. You've got to learn here. This is slightly different gameplay, which is what we've all been asking for. And I accidentally give a penalty away in the 79th minute, which means that there's a chance for Bates to go 4-2 up right now. And he hits me with the little Panenka with Luis Suarez, and then he dabs on me. That's just outright disrespectful. But then again, I've probably done it along the way somewhere, so I'll let it slide. But yeah, I was so far ahead in the first leg, and it's all come down to this, and I've completely crumbled and bottled it. But you can see I'm showing you from kickoff here. I'm going for one of these kickoff goals. You'll see me moving forward up to Ronaldo, into Werner, nice 1-2, and the heel click there, and a very powerful shot from Cristiano Ronaldo to put me back into this game. You know, that's the 81st, 82nd minute. We've still got time to get at least another 1 or 2 goals. I could turn this game around and win it. You know what he did to me in the end of the first leg, if you've been and watched that video over on his channel, so you just know that there's time. There's time for me to do something. However, Neymar pushes down the wing, hits me with I don't even know what that is. Is that the JJ Okocha flick or the Ronaldinho? And that actually is the Neymar flick, isn't it? But I tried to defend it because I knew that or a rainbow flick was coming. And however, I just could not get my defender to actually defend against it, which is cool cool because it means that skill move might be used a little bit more if you get in the right position and you deserve to like outdo the defender with it, and maybe they can't defend against it. That could be a pretty cool situation, getting you more skill goals and all of that type of stuff. So yeah, I went 2 goals down again, but I did manage to push forward and get myself yet another Cristiano Ronaldo goal. It didn't quite work out for me though, because, you know, we're pushing towards the end here, and I reckon I've got 1 chance left in it. Ronaldo whips in that back post, headed by... someone headed it. I can't remember if that was Werner or someone went for the header and it didn't quite go into the back of the net. Referee called full time straight after that. So there you go, guys. Based on that pure firepower in the front 3 and the fact that maybe Bateson's better at FIFA than I am, there you have it. South America actually prevailed against the European team here. On the FIFA 18 World Cup mode within Ultimate Team. Still love the look of this squad, and I still think maybe at the hands of someone slightly better at me than FIFA. Like, I wonder what it would have been like if the tables had been turned. If I had Neymar, if I had Messi, but Bateson had that more solid squad in Europe, would it have been a much different outcome? Perhaps we'll take a look and explore our experiment further when the full World Cup mode drops for everyone to enjoy. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I do hope you have enjoyed. Hit me with that thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're new. Have a lovely day, most importantly, and I will catch you next time. Peace.